Hello everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today I'll be playing the 5th episode of Apranik titled No Retreat, No Surrender, created by HighNote129, I think better known as Jacqueline. I apologize if I'm botching your name, but you are really good at making scenarios. This one has been amazing so far, especially filling a niche where previously we only had Bukhara as our Persian campaign, but now we have a full set of really engaging campaigns here. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started.
After venturing thousands of miles across numerous landscapes, our resistance has made it to the Euphrates River. It is bittersweet to finally see a place I know so well in a time like this. As a young girl, I would often play with my friends by the river, imagining myself as the heroic conqueror commanding the Persian army against our enemies. I never could have imagined that this is how my childish dreams would come to fruition. Aside from a few disorganized Arab garrisons, we have been lucky to escape violence since destroying their outpost by the Red Sea. Now that the Caliph knows we are here, however, I know it is only a matter of time before we face the full brunt of his army. Unless my ragged band of freedom fighters can capture an entire city, I cannot possibly hope to last a minute against what is coming. Just to the north of here is the city of Ctesiphon, situated by the banks of the lush Tigris River. Alongside the Euphrates, the Tigris was the birthplace of civilization itself. This region gave rise to the legendary Akkadian Empire, whose leader Sargon is a model to all Persian royalty. Under Cyrus the Great, we Persians conquered the later empire of Babylon, whose achievements nearly rivaled our own at their height. Ctesiphon is firmly in the hands of the Caliphate. However, the population is still primarily Persian. If we can drive the Arab overlords out of the city, then its beleaguered citizens will surely support our resistance. Against all odds, I have made it this far. All that remains now is to take Ctesiphon and then defend it. I have inspired hope in Persia's darkest hour and stirred fear in the desert rats for the first time. The fate of my empire and of civilization as I know it now rests in my hands. I must not let my people down. We finally made it. Before we can take Ctesiphon, though, we must launch a siege. Some of the villagers here should be able to help us.
Our main objectives are for Apranik to survive and to find some villagers and start training an army. Our hints tell us that Apranik can advance to the Imperial Age and support a population of 250. If Apranik survives long enough to see the Wonder in Ctesiphon completed, then losing her in combat will not cause you to fail, as she will become a martyr to the Persian resistance. If she is slain, however, you'll be unable to replace your wonder should it be destroyed. Be sure to harvest a strong economy early. Once the Arabs and Libyans begin their assault, they will not relent for the rest of the mission. Apranik does not have the means to build town centers until she captures Ctesiphon. The earlier she takes the city, the more time she will have to prepare for the enemy assault. Do not wait too long to construct the wonder. The Rashidun Caliphate is virtually indestructible, and only an unflinching commitment to Persia's cultural identity will ensure you any kind of moral victory. Your scouts report, exhausted by her trip through Africa and the Levant, Apranik in yellow starts with only a small force and must capture Ctesiphon in order to finally rebuild the Persian Empire from scratch. She has become a living legend to the survivors of Persia, and if she can solidify her claim to the lost empire, then her successes will transcend whatever fate befalls her resistance. Ctesiphon in orange is located in the center of the map. It currently serves an Arab governor and his 5 imams in blue. But if the imams are all killed and the palace destroyed, the city will fall under Apranik's control. The Libyans in red are settled alongside the western banks of the Tigris River. They specialize in camel riders, genitors, camel archers, light cavalry, and siege weapons. While defeating them completely is difficult, it may be possible for Apranik to slow them down by razing their castles and town centers, as well as cutting off the trade inside their stronghold. Okay. The Arabs in green are tucked away in the western corner of the map behind the Libyan front lines. They train camel riders, swordsmen, imams, Mamelukes, and siege weapons. Rumor has it they are being led by an old enemy of Apranik's. Frustrated and fatigued by Apranik's refusal to end the War of Resistance, the Rashidun Caliph Uthman ibn Affan in purple has personally arrived to finish her off once and for all. As the leader of the entire empire, his resources are virtually limitless, and he has access to the very strongest technologies afforded within his empire. It will be nearly impossible for Apranik to destroy his fortress, but with the right strategy she can build and preserve a wonder before his elite troops can steamroll her resistance. Alright, let's go ahead and get started here.
Before we can take Ctesiphon, though, we must launch a siege. Some of the villagers here should be able to help us.
Finally, somebody has come to free us from Arab oppression.
You are too late. There is nowhere to escape.
آری ماهیگیر سلام آماده
آمدن چی آماده آری
مدن چی
Okay, we got some more villagers here. Let's produce some fishing ships.
آماده
Get a blacksmith out. Get a monastery out.
معمار
We can pick up husbandry. Get 2 savers online. Have these guys just chill for a bit. And we're gonna send Apranik out to do some assassinating
To
in
capture
due time.
Ctesiphon, we must raise the Arab palace and slay the 5 imams occupying the city.
آری میکنم آماده صحیح آری میکنم آری میکنم آری ماهیگیر میکنم ماهیگیر سلام آماده صحیح آری
Alright, once I get enough stone from these fellas, I'm gonna get them to build a castle up here.
سلام آری میکنم آری میکنم آری
سلام آری
سلام آماده آری آری
After they build the castle, I'm going to use petards.
سلام صحیح کنم آری صحیح
صحیح میکنم صحیح
آماده میکنم سلام آری کنم صحیح آری کنم آماده آری صحیح
And the trickiest part here will be the palace, really.
صحیح آری صحیح صحیح آری صحیح آری
That's all the imams. The wisdom of Ahramazda shall once again flow through our glorious city.
آری کنم
آری صحیح
آری صحیح. معدنچی آماده. صحیح. 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 میکنم. آری.
آری کنم. آری.
I'm gonna try to convert that Avar back.
آری. صحیح. صحیح. آری.
And I think, yep, we did get him back in the end.
آری. سلام.
آماده.
And I would like Apranik to live.
سلام. آری. صحیح.
سلام. برد. معمار.
آری.
آماده.
آری. میکنم.
آری. فرمان.
سلام.
آماده. آماده. صحیح. معدنچی.
آماده. صحیح.
Okay, 8 P-Tards ought to do the trick.
فرمان.
We just lost our priest.
آری. فرمان میکنم.
It's a big shame because those units should be joining us, really.
آری. میکنی.
Let's see if we can get 6 P-Tards to do the job.
فرمان.
آری. میکنم. آری. میکنم.
This place is not as I remember it.
Very good. Our guys are alive. Apranik is alive.
We have driven the Arab governor back into the desert.
Ctesiphon is finally ours again. We must now hold on to it by constructing a wonder where that ugly palace was.
Commander Apranik, we can seize our enemies' resources by destroying their mills and castles.
سلام. آری. میکنم.
آماده. میکنی.
Okay, we need to destroy mills and castles here.
سلام.
What I really need, though,
آماده. چوب برد.
is I need more TCs.
آری. میکنم. چوبور.
سلام.
We can actually start by getting the docks first.
آری. صحیح. آماده. صحیح.
فرمان. آری. آماده. کنم. آری. آماده.
سلام.
فرمان. آماده. آری کنم.
سلام. آماده. معمار. سلام. معمار. آری. آماده.
This irrigation system will not be feeding our enemies any longer.
آری.
آماده.
فرمان.
آری. صحیح.
آماده.
سلام.
فرمان. میکنم.
آری. صحیح. آماده. صحیح.
فرمان. میکنم.
آری. سلام. صحیح. معمار. آری صحیح. آری میکنم. آماده.
سلام.
آری معمار.
Let's get more TCs out.
آری میکنم.
آری صحیح. معمار.
آماده. صحیح. آماده. صحیح. معمار.
آماده. معمار.
آری
And the reason why I'm going for these docks is because I don't want the enemy to be training Galians against us.
آری آمادگی
Let's have them go for the mills.
معمار.
آری سلام کنم. معمار.
آماده. صحیح.
No one actually finished this dock, did they?
آماده. سلام. آری صحیح. معمار میکنم. معماری. آماده. آری سلام. صحیح. معمار.
سلام. آری معمار.
آماده. آری معمار.
آماده میکنم. آری معدنچی.
آماده میکنم. آری معمار. سلام. معماری. آماده. معمار.
سلام.
سلام. معمار.
آری میکنم. معمار.
آماده. آری سلام. معمار.
آماده. سلام. آری معمار. سلام. معمار. آماده. معمار. آری معمار. آماده. آری سلام میکنم. سلام. آمادنچی.
آماده. صحیح.
آری معدنچی.
آری معمار. سلام. آری آری کنم. سلام. صحیح. معمار. آماده. آری معدنچی.
سلام. صحیح. آری معمار. آری معمار.
آری میکنم. معمار.
آماده.
All right. So
سلام. آری میکنم.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just gather up forces here
سلام. آری صحیح.
and start building castles.
معمار.
سلام. آماده. برد. معمار.
آماده. آری معمار.
آری سلام. صحیح.
I think I'll try to wall off this area
آماده. معمار.
so that enemies can't easily access my backline. Then I kind of want to get all these university techs as well. Keep training villagers this whole time. consider what I want to build against our enemy here. I feel like pikemen would trade pretty effectively. As kind of sad as that is.
آری معمار
آری آماده معمار سلام معمار معمار آماده معمار معمار معمار
Commander, the Arabs will attack us soon. We must hurry and brace ourselves for their onslaught.
آری
سلام آماده گیر سلام آماده صحیح معدنچی
Alright, this is still going well.
آری آماده آری معمار سلام آری
سلام معمار 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 آری صحیح چوبور معمار
Let's keep villager production coming out. Get plate mail armor.
آماده
And hussars are not going to be good overall. They're just going to be decent against the camels they send us. I feel like sabers are good for raiding. Like we'll go raid that. But overall it won't be very good.
معمار
سلام معمار
We
آماده
got farmers outside.
سلام آری معمار معمار
آری صحیح
These guys were stone miners. They are now gold miners.
معدنچی
فرمان کنم
Congratulations.
آری
Let's get chemistry.
آماده کنم معمار
Good.
معمار معمار
آری میکنم معمار
And we're about to get attacked here.
آماده کنم
آری سلام معمار سلام میکنم معمار
We got a big eco,
آری
but
معمار
most of it's on just on wood, so we gotta be aware of that.
آری معمار
آماده
Attack!
Let's pick up Thumbring here. And go for elephant archers. I feel like elephant archers are good defensive units if you can get to them.
آری
آری حمله
We have seized gold from this Lydian castle.
آماده معمار
فرمانی
آری
Okay, I'm gonna start building my wonder here. And keep making a push from the top.
سلام آماده معمار
سلام معمار
سلام آماده معمار آری معمار سلام معمار
آماده کنم
آماده
آماده معمار معمار آری
I'm gonna take down this castle up here. Our south side looks to be under some trouble. I'm gonna try to counter-trap that.
معمار
سلام معمار
سلام معمار آماده
آری معمار
I am back and stronger than ever. You don't stand a ghost of a chance.
آماده آری کنم
Okay, the south side feels like it's the one under the most danger here.
آماده میکنم سلام آماده تعمیرکار
سلام تعمیرکار
آماده
آری آماده معمار سلام معمار
فرمان
آری
آری صحیح معمار
Okay, we are unfortunately at our population cap here.
سلام معمار
I'm gonna spare these guys to build the wonder.
Today, Apranik.
آماده
Oh, praise Allah.
سلام کنم صحیح آری معدنچی
Okay, fortunately, our economy back here is still good.
آماده فرمان
I'm gonna make a push through the northeast here. And I'm gonna try to use these demo ships to good effect.
آری سلام صحیح
آماده آری تعمیر کار تعمیر
آری سلام تعمیر کار.
Oh, well, the south side is starting to go real bad here.
تعمیر کار صحیح آری آماده سلام معمار آماده صحیح سلام
سلام تعمیر کار
آماده کار
Okay, if we can destroy these markets, it'll all be worth it.
سلام آری تعمیر کار
I have 66 farmers.
آماده
معمار
آری معمار
آماده
Wood choppers, that is.
آماده آری معمار سلام معمار آماده معمار آری سلام آری آماده آری می صحیح چوبور آماده آری سلام آری
سلام
آماده سلام میکار
تعمیر کار
آری
آری معمار
آماده
آماده معدنچی
آری آماده صحیح
Well, I'm maxed out population-wise.
معمار
سلام
فرمان
آری آماده صحیح معمار
So I figure I might as well use camel riders, something that trades effectively.
صحیح آری سلام آری صحیح آری
آری
آماده سلام
آری سلام معمار
سلام صحیح
These heavy demo ships are going to be really important.
آری آماده معمار
آماده آری صحیح معمار
آری صحیح صحیح آماده.
سلام میکنم. آری صحیح. شوپور
آری سلام آری صحیح.
Man, purple is really making life hard for me here.
This is it. All we can do now is hold on to the wonder for as long as possible. In the name of Persia, fight bravely, everyone!
سلام حمید.
This is...
صحیح میکنم. آماده. صحیح میکنم. سلام صحیح. آری معمار
آماده. معمار
سلام آری
سلام. معماری سلام آماده میکنم.
سلام آری
آری سلام کنم.
آماده میکنم.
آماده معدنچی
فرمان آری کنم. آری
آری معمار
فرمان جنگی آری
میکنم. معمار
سلام معمار
Okay, so now it's really the south side that's under the most threat. That I'm going to keep the demo ships at.
سلام آری معمار آماده تعمیر کار. سلام معمار
سلام آماده معمار آماده صحیح
آماده جنگی کنم.
Demo ships rule!
سلام
آماده معمار
آری سلام آری
We are out of stone. At least as far as I can see.
آماده آری معمار
آری سلام کار. آماده آری سلام آری تعمیر کار.
Well, I need to live for about 13 more minutes here. Let's keep getting more... Not fishing ships. Why does it keep switching me over?
سلام
That may or may not be a bug.
معمار سلام
I don't really want to waste my stuff on fishing ships, but okay.
معمار آماده. سلام. معمار. آری معمار.
آری معمار آماده. معمار آری
آماده. سلام. برد.
More demo ships, please. More war elephants, please.
آری آماده. Apranik.
13 minutes to go to victory. Let's go for these onagers.
آماده. آری صحیح. معمار 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 معمار. سلام. معمار
سلام. معدنچی.
There's safe gold back here to be taken.
صحیح.
Maybe there's a hidden cache of resources back here.
آماده.
آری
My
Whatever.
strength is fading. I cannot hold out much longer.
آماده.
If I fall, you must carry on the fight yourselves.
آری معمار. آری آماده. معمار.
آماده. معمار
سلام. معمار. آری معمار. آماده. معمار. سلام. آری معمار.
Oh, demo shot. This is gonna be the demo shot for the ages. No, not the archers. Oh, big.
آری میکنم. آری صحیح.
فرمان کننده.
More pagan. Saw up some food. Buy stone. Build a replacement castle.
معمار. آری سلام. آماده. معمار.
آماده. آری صحیح. معمار آری آماده. صحیح. معدنچی آماده. صحیح. آماده. صحیح.
Demo ships go! Demo ships go! Alright, that's pretty good.
آری سلام. آری
سلام. صحیح. معمار.
Keep building more castles. Keep training more of these pagans.
سلام. آری آماده. آری
Reset the gather point to the middle here.
تعمیر کن. سلام. تعمیر کن.
آری آری آری
Where are these guys going to cross from? From the east side. Looks like they're going for a flank. Oh, that is huge. Oh! Oh my god!
سلام میکنم معمار آری آماده بود آری معمار آری معمار
آماده
Okay, only two more minutes to victory here. You just start spam building houses on the front.
آری 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 آماده میکنم ماهیگیر سلام
آری میکنم آری صحیح
Yeah, they think they're being sneaky by wrapping around the back. Oh! Demo ships are the best thing ever, man. I swear. They are the MVPs of this.
سلام
آری ماهیگیر
آری معمار
صحیح آری آری معمار
سلام آماده چوب برد
19 seconds left to go.
سلام آماده
And I think we're about to win here.
آری
Let this moment stand as a reminder that Persia lives forever.
And victory is ours. Wow, that was fun.
In just 4 short years, I have faced enough challenges to last an entire lifetime. At a young age, I promised myself to lead the Persian army back to its former glory, and I have succeeded. Against an indestructible army of demons, I have defended all of Persia purely out of my own will. What was once just a wide-eyed dream turned into a struggle to save everything that I have ever cherished about the world. It has finally come to this. As I lay here, down to my last breath, my comrades continue the fight without me. There is nothing left that I can do to save them from their inevitable defeat. The only ones left will be forced to abandon Zoroastrianism and learn the Quran. Women may never have the opportunity to join the military again. Forced to live a life at home, none of them will ever experience the same dreams that I had as a girl. Nor will they ever learn of the accomplishments of the great Persian women of the past. I leave this world with one final hope. I may have failed to defeat the Arabs, but my brothers and sisters are always Persians at heart. Even if they must submit to the ways of these invaders, the flame of our heritage will burn on forever. I pray that one day Persia will rise again.
All right. That was fun. So, I think heavy demo ships are a really, really good addition to your team comp. Heavy demo ships can kind of wait at the crossing here and just blow up entire squads of attackers. Also, when it comes to booming, just like boom as hard as you possibly can in the back of your base here. Get as many farmers as you can. And I pretty much just spam halberdiers and the special Pygan unit because you can keep producing them out of just food and wood. Mixing in some elephants to remain relatively population efficient and some trebuchets to defend against enemy trebuchets also helps. But then eventually just using human wave tactics to just mine some gold out from the center here is also a viable tactic. A super tough mission. Something that I wanted to do was destroy these two castles, and then from those two castles try to take out these markets to eliminate trade from red and green. But honestly, red and green are not the most threatening opponents. I don't think I saw too much of red. Near the end, it was pretty much just green, sending scorpions and squads of swordsmen and camels. But by the end, it was really purple's waves of Mamelukes and siege that were extremely threatening. Mameluke siege and arbalesters, I believe. And fighting them with elite Pygons, I believe, is the choice. They don't fare too well against the Mamelukes, but they're fast enough to catch them. And they're fast enough to take down siege weapons as well. They're really bad against the Eastern Swordsmen, which is why you kind of want to have them fight purple here and deal with green using demo ships and castles if you can. But yeah, if you think this is a mission that you can hold off the enemy with just 1 or 2 castles, think again. I think I lost maybe 1, 2, 3. I probably lost like 4 or 5 castles around the Wonder. And I lost my original castle that I built here. And I still have 5 castles standing. So that just goes to show how many castles I've built. Mine out all the resources that you can find on the map. Use all of that 250 population. And yeah, just pray that you can hold on and survive. I only managed to take out 2 castles. If you can take out more than 2 castles, props to you. I don't really see where you'd be able to find the time and spare the trebuchets to really do that. Especially considering that you're under so much pressure from 3 forces. And your population is going to be capped out anyway. But yeah, that was the 5th episode. Let's just go ahead and take a look at our achievements here. Statistics. 1,255 units killed, 699 units lost. That's crazy. Libyans lost a lot of units. But Uthman actually was trading efficiently against us, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, look at Anaf. Anaf took the brunt of the losses in terms of the ratio here. That's like a 1-to-3 ratio pretty much. And yeah, he was getting exploded by demo ships, I think. And that really swung the tide in our favor. Otherwise, we might have gotten overwhelmed by his swarms of swordsmen. So demo ships and castles to deal with red and green on the left. And lots of pikes and Pygans to deal with the siege and the Mamelukes and the archers on the right side. Now, also something that I want to make note of is, even though the side objective said to destroy mills, what I actually prioritized destroying was not the mills, but their docks. By destroying their docks, I prevent them from building galleons along the coastline. And by preventing them from building galleons along the coastline, that allows my heavy demolition ships complete and utter free reign. And it also mitigates the need to build fire ships, which are pretty much a waste of resources against anything that isn't a galleon.
آماده. سلام. آماده.
Alright, let's see if that was the last episode. does look like it was the last episode, and a very fitting one at that. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it was a happy ending for our heroine, Apranik, but it was a very well-told story nonetheless. My overall rating of these campaigns is extremely high. I think they were all excellent. They're all unique and have replayability aspects of it. For example, up the ranks, you can play conventionally by defending and destroying green to advance the ranks, or you can rush blue and take them out early in order to immediately advance ranks. So there's two ways to play up the ranks. A Distraught Path has the north path through teal, through the horse archers and hunting wolves. That's one path. Then it has the central path through blue, and it has a southern path through purple, the elephant civilization. So there's three ways really to play a Distraught Path, which is also pretty cool. Not to mention having to solve like a small puzzle at the start to pick up as many units as you can. Swift Strategies is also pretty replayable. You can opt to attack teal first. You can opt to attack red first. You can opt to attack orange first even. I did find that attacking red first and taking them out of the equation and stealing their resources was the most consistent way to victory, and then immediately riding that momentum to get orange on your side really made the scenario much easier than otherwise it would have been, I think. The orange faction with paladins, arbalesters, or crossbowmen at least, and paladins, arbalesters, and war elephants is really tough to trade against economically, and our economy in that mission was not so great. Defending the traders was also a cool side objective there. So Swift Strategies was really fun. 7th Century Exodus was like a nice standard boom and then bully the hell out of a bunch of different enemies sort of mission. It was cool to feature the Shotels. It was really cool to be able to train elephants and elephant archers pretty much with impunity. And also mixing in the different kinds of unique units from the cult was super cool as well. You could produce Osiris warriors, like these special Gobeto ladies it looked like. Eagle warriors, as well as the Karambit warriors too. So mixing in tons of infantry, tons of siege in the form of siege rams, as well as the elephant archers and the, not the battle elephants, the war elephants was really cool. Something that I did like a lot about this this set of missions is that everything's just kind of upscaled. You're always doing something with your attention. You're always booming. You always have resources to do things. You're never really running out of stone. You're never really running out of wood. You're never really running out of resources, except for Swift Strategies. But if you play that correctly, you're also riding the momentum from one fight to the next, so to speak. So the pacing of the fights is always fast, and the movement of your units is really the focus. What I find in a lot of campaigns is that you end up just kind of reaching a point where you can effectively trade against the AI's attacks, and after you reach that point, it's just a matter of building up and then eventually trading so effectively that you can kind of just steamroll the map. There's definitely an ebb and flow to this, where the first half of the mission is really front-loaded with difficulty, and then the later half of the mission is just steamrolling. Of course, that's just going to be a given as you approach victory, but I do like how missions like Up the Ranks and Swift Strategies and Distraught Path, I do like how pretty much all of these missions have countermeasures to that, where threats are growing as you grow as well, so you cannot just kind of coast on a steady state early on in the fights. I think that makes these levels extremely well designed, and they also represent the Persians really well. I won't say anything about the Flemish militia. I guess Pagans are Pagans. I'll have to study up on that. But definitely using war elephants is super cool. Leveraging the paladins and the savars is super cool. Sometimes even recognizing that the paladins are not the right way to go was good. And having, even though we were on the back foot story-wise, being able to produce the big, like, kind of Persian war machine and just grind away at the opponent in these big, grand battles was really, really appealing. So, excellent job to the author. I think she's like a relatively new scenario maker. I think she's only made Apranik and Tomislav. I believe Tomislav was her first. But if Tomislav is anything like Apranik, I realize that it was created first, so it might not be as good. But this is a scenario creator to look out for. Among the likes of Bassi AOC, who's really good, Filthy Delphia, who's really good. These guys have made like official campaigns. Their custom campaigns, of course, are excellent as well, and I have several of them covered on my YouTube channel. But yeah, extremely well done. And that was the 5th and final mission of Apranik. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name's been The Clever Fool. I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.